guys can do the same thing. Once you get organized, once you get going, there's a lot of, it opens up doors for you as to what issues you can tackle each time. Once you get organized.
And what,
Yes, it does.
and what exactly, how do you officially get organized? Is that when you write the
have your
bylaws?
president, your bylaws, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. One of the things that you need to do if you want to have activities for the children. Unfortunately, we can't give you money anymore, but you can do some fundraisers, some fun things to earn some money. Some of the kids, my neighborhood, we used to take the kids to Nights Action Park. I'd say, okay, if you want to go over there, all the kids in my neighborhood, then you got to work for your money, and they have car wash. And each year they'd make enough money to take themselves to Nights Action Park, and I'd make sure they got over there. And I didn't, I'm not one of those people that just 2 hours. You can't have fun 2 hours. We'd go over and I'd pack picnic lunch and we'd stay all day. And it's well worth it. They learn how to clean up their neighborhood. They learn how to make some money. They learn how to take a little pride in the area that they live in. And then you see those kids showing those other kids, don't throw that trash in my neighborhood. Pick that up. They do take ownership of where they live. If you give them something to be proud of. There's a lot of good neighborhoods in Decatur. There's a lot of good people that live in Decatur that are trying to make the best of their lives in Decatur and trying to make their neighborhoods better and improve their quality of life. So anything you can possibly think of to do any creative opportunities are abound with all these minds working together for a common goal. And one of the things, if you can get Sue to let you guys do the next presentation at City Council, you all come with paper in hand and all your complaints down on paper, addresses and everything. You ask her if she can be the next one. You're new. She got, this last time it was Gene Square, it was an old one, an old neighborhood group. When I say old, I mean they've been formed for a long time. Then they need to get a new one in there. See the difference between an older neighborhood and a newer neighborhood.
And that's what's bad though, is that we don't have the crime, we don't have a lot of the issues, but we still have issues that are important to us.
Exactly.
But it's not important enough to warrant,
Yeah.
exactly, and they do. But you know what? That's what they're looking at it as. Oh well, they don't have people getting drive-bys or drug deals or this or that.
Right.
So you've got a few. So you've got a few speeding cars in the neighborhood, or you've got people driving around with the music cranked up too loud, or you got neighbors who, don't clean up their junk that they leave laying around the yards. That's little issues to them, but big issues to us. So if we get enough people that say, hey, this is a big issue, we need to address this, there needs to be something done, then
How long
they're
is
more
it
likely.
going to take to get from these issues to bigger issues?
Right.
And a lot of neighborhood organizations are formed to keep it from going like that. Let's stop it from getting any worse. Let's form and let's attack this right now. And it's just that old insurance policy sentence, what is it? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So you make sure that you attack it now and keep it from going that way. Because it could.
I think of it as a small town mentality in a big town. My mom grew up in a very, very, very small town. She could fall off of her bike on the way home, and 25 people would call my grandma and say, Carol fell down and hurt herself again on the way home from school. That's what we need to get back to. That's what we need to have, is if we know that you're out of town, or the next door neighbor is out of town, and there's somebody in the driveway, or there's somebody, cruising the neighborhood, we need to be aware of that. We need to make sure that we're looking out for each other.
I go out of town on Friday night.